Welcome, everybody, and thank you for coming. And now we're just going to have this time where we can get quiet and just open our hearts and send love and gratitude to our beloved earth. Let's take some slow, deep breaths to get into that peaceful, receptive state. So we breathe in slowly and deeply. We hold our breath. We breathe out. And then we hold our breath. Let's do that for a few more breaths. Now let's listen for our heartbeat. Our heartbeat, which is a pulse of light coming down through the silver cord from our mighty iron presence, anchoring in our heart, giving us life. Let's just see and feel and bless that heartbeat. That heartbeat that anchors into that beautiful threefold flame, which is the anchorage of our mighty I am presence within our physical bodies. Let's just connect with that beautiful flame as we sit in that expanded golden flame in the center, golden yellow flame of wisdom and illumination, perception and discrimination. We see our bodies in this beautiful, dazzling golden flame. To the right, we can see the pink flame, that glorious, dazzling pink flame of pure divine love. And then we see to the left of us that beautiful, expanded flame, that sapphire blue, bringing into us the feeling of the will, the power, the faith and the protection from our mighty I am presence. See and feel and bless this glorious light. Let's take our awareness now up through the top of our head, through the silver cord, to our mighty beloved I am presence. Let's see this glorious, all-powerful, all-knowing, all-loving presence smiling down on us. Our wonderful presence of God, I am. And now we see in the center of our chest a beautiful golden sun forming, dazzling and brilliant like the noonday sun. The beautiful focus of light from our I am presence. Open our hearts and send love and gratitude to our mighty I am presence for beating our heart and giving us life. And now we see those rays from our beautiful sun in the center of our chest, dazzling and brilliant, billions and billions of rays, going forth and connecting up with each and every miniature sun in all the cells of our bodies, our four earthly bodies, all those little inner wakas receiving this expanded light. Let's feel the joy, the happiness, and the gratitude of each and every little inner waka of our four earthly bodies. Sense and see and feel that wonderful light saturating our earthly bodies. And now let's just fill our feelings with a feeling of love and gratitude. And let's call to the beloved Ascended Masters, beloved Ascended Master David Lloyd, the great God of gratitude, to fill us, each one and all mankind, with this feeling, that light substance, from the Ascended Master realm of gratitude and love. We see our beautiful suns turning a deep shade of pink with a golden radiance. Gratitude and love for all our many, many blessings. Gratitude and love to the great Ascended Hosts for these marvelous teachings. Gratitude and love for all our loved ones and our friends. Gratitude and love for our homes and our supply. Gratitude and love for all the many, many blessings that we receive daily on our earthly journeys. Gratitude to the great and beloved elemental kingdom, animate and so-called inanimate, the beauty and bounty of nature. God bless, love and thank them, each and every precious one. Gratitude to the beloved angels, and gratitude to all life on our beloved earth. And now we see these rays in this wonderful expanded state, forming a lattice of light, dazzling and brilliant. We see our entire earth folded in this glorious pink and golden light, saturating every part of life on our beloved earth, especially those parts of life that are never loved or thanked, with this wonderful gift, our opportunity of sending love, light, and gratitude to all life. And we just give deep, deep thanks for this. It is nice to send that, and gratitude. I always get a smile on my face with that little bird. He was so on cue there. David Pashpi, would you like to read the opening invocation?
Very pleased to, Anthea. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So before reading the words for Master, we say together, with our mics muted, as suggested by beloved Lord Katumi, Beloved Presence of God I Am, it's thy life and intelligence that enables me to read and comprehend and absorb that which is required of me. For life, I am so grateful. Beloved Master Katumi, I ask for your feeling and your capacity to use this instruction for God's glory and mankind's comfort. We thank you. And now, great I am presence, take me within thyself, there instruct me and cause me to retain the full memory of these inner instructions. Thank you. From beloved Saint Germain.
Thanks, David. Bless you. All right, so we've got Gary reading. Thank you, beloved Gary. And as always, it's just marvelous words from the beloved great divine director. And then we've got from Saint Germain, it's actually from volume 3 from the I Am Discourses, Who is in Control? Also, as we know, always just priceless information from our beloved Saint Germain. And then this is actually from the Dictations by the Ascended Masters from the Bridge to Freedom. And Terry has recorded the whole book, bless her beloved heart. And it's just a wonderful book. So if anybody's interested in reading it, you go onto the website, you go onto books, and you'll see audiobooks, and it's right at actually at the top. And Scott, actually in Portland, bless him, has actually put it into one solid recording. It's 17 hours, but there it is. You can have it. And then I've got from beloved Magnus. We had Polaris last week, so I thought we'd do Magnus this week, and it's really good information. And John will then take us through our decrees, which we know is such a wonderful opportunity to call in the light. So now we're going to listen to the great divine director's words.
Week 235, the Great Divine Director, I Am Discourses, Volume 8, Discourse 18. Once, not so long ago, we thought there seemed to be no hope to bring this transformation into Russia. This information was given to the students in 1938. But recent evidence there has given us renewed hope, so we will do our utmost to pour forth a radiation to the mass of her people, to do what we could scarcely hope for a short time ago. You are not only solving your own problems and holding America's protection, but see how it reaches the whole earth. It seems so fragmentary to you, I know, but in every country in the world, there are groups of I Am students, some places small, but enough so we may focus this mighty power of light at those points. In South Africa, whereas Washington's vision has shown, was to arise a great cloud to submerge America, there has been drawn and established a mighty sincere group of I Am students. It is magnificent. Shall I tell you what they said concerning some destructive literature which went even to Africa? You know how the sinister thing tries to do such things, tries to spread its destruction everywhere. When its destructive literature reached those students, momentarily they were shocked. Then they gathered themselves together and said, well, if those messages are good enough for the ascended masters, then they are good enough for us. And they dispelled the whole thing at once. That was magnificent. And what a great truth they uttered. Therefore, beloved ones, you see how destructive elements have no power. If there is only a nucleus for this anchor of the light within a place or locality. In the various countries of Europe, wonderful sincere groups of students are applying these decrees with dynamic power, and we shall give them more than ordinary assistance, you can be sure. I want you to know how great is your blessing and privilege. This light, your I Am presence, your life, is the freedom of yourself and the world. So let us enter in with renewed enthusiasm, joy, and energy into your decree work, for it releases the substance required. You cannot help but know, as you render this service to America and mankind, it would be impossible for you to not have your own freedom. Just one more word concerning your finances. Dear hearts, please accept this and feel it with all the power of your being. There is not one of the I Am students who is earnest and sincere, who could not before retiring stand and raise your hands to the presence, something like this, and say, Mighty I Am presence, I refuse acceptance of any financial limitations any longer. I positively refuse it. Take command of me in my feeling world. Release through your power of divine love the supply and money I require now. There is not one of you who could not have it released in 48 hours, if you would only realize it. Try to feel that, with renewed enthusiasm and a tremendous release of energy. It would bring about your freedom in this respect. So it gives you rest and peace in your feeling that your application does tremendously more in all you require. I am determined, if you will allow me, to assist every sincere I Am student to be free from all feeling of financial limitations. Such a thing is not possible in the understanding of your I Am presence. If there has been a great momentum built by the human sense of limitation, then call your presence to dissolve and consume every vestige of it in your feeling world, because your feeling world is your powerhouse, and there is where the things act. There cannot be one thing outpictured in your physical body which does not have its cause in your feeling world. And just remember that. I call into action today the mighty love, wisdom, and power of your mighty I Am presence to take command of your mind, body, feeling, and your world of activity. produce its perfection and hold its dominion, and bring to everyone his or her complete financial release from all limitations. Take out of each one's feeling world every feeling which has accepted financial limitation because of the appearance world. Set all free, great presence of life, and give them such courage and strength, joy and enthusiasm in their application. The results become so instantaneous that all doubts and fears vanish from their world forever. In the power of our great light, Goddess of liberty, victory, and Goddess of light, in thy trinity of action, clothe thy beloved ones in thy garments of light, which hold thy radiance in constant action about them. Fill and charge their worlds with thy dynamic action of courage, strength, and victory of the light. I thank you.
Marvelous. So there we have it. It all comes down to our feelings, doesn't it? And obviously we have to issue these decrees, but with, as they say, dynamic action. Thank you, beloved Gary, just so wonderfully read. And now we're going to listen to beloved Saint Germain. This is an excerpt from I Am Discourses, Book 3, by beloved Saint Germain. The outer activity of the mind and world is a passing mare, shifting as the sands of the desert, and need never cause anyone the slightest concern, for I am the eternal life, knowing no beginning and never finding an end. Out of the heart of that great silence comes the ceaseless, pouring stream of life, of which each one is an individualized part. That life is you, eternally, perfectly self-sustained, and the garments it clothes itself with are of but little consideration, until one comes to the point of recognition wherein the attainment has prepared himself for the seamless garment, self-sustained, radiant, with every prismatic color. Then may one indeed rejoice in that eternal garment that is ever radiant and changeless, which has removed him from the wheel of cause and effect, which has made him a being of cause only, that cause, the radiance of divine love, ever pouring and evolving from its consciousness, self-poised, radiant, God-centered, the heart of the I Am Presence, which is eternal youth and beauty, the all-seeing presence, the all-knowing presence, containing in self-conscious action the past, present, and future, which after all are but the one eternal now. Such is the eternal elimination of all time and space. Then you find your world peopled with perfect beings, your buildings decorated with the choicest jewels, you standing in the center of your creation, the jewel in the heart of the lotus, its petals your mighty avenues of its perfect activity. Such is a humble picture of that which stands before you, beckoning you into your perfect eternal home and radiance. You see, I feel that glorious radiance, and if each one of you could center themselves in the presence of divine love and hold themselves there firmly, what wonderful experiences would come to them if they would shut out the interference of the outer activity of the mind. For one to take the attitude that I am the presence of divine love at all times would do such wonderful things. To use the statement and feel it would at all times close the door to the outer activities of the mind. The solution of every problem is always right at hand, because the I Am Presence always holds everything within it. A demand is the impelling of the solution into an expression. I am is the intelligent, active principle within us, the heart of our beings, the heart of the planet, the heart of the system. I cannot refrain from reminding you, always know that whenever you say I am, you are releasing the one almighty intelligent energy, power, and self-sustained element. Keep at it, and you will come into a condition so supreme, so wonderful. When you are looking into the physical sun, you are really looking into the great central sun, the very heart of the I Am Presence. You must take the unconditional stand with your body that I am the presence governing this physical body completely and compels it into obedience. The more attention you give your body, the more it is the master, and the more it will demand and keep demanding from you. When the physical body is either chronically ill or continually showing disturbance, it proves that it has been given attention over a period of years to one disturbance or another, and it will never improve until one takes a positive attitude and whips it into obedience. You can positively produce whatever you want in your body if you will fix your attention upon the perfection of it. But do not let your attention rest on its imperfection. There we have such marvelous words from beloved Saint Germain. And now again, we've got Terry from the book. It's just lovely. It's a report on the Teton conference. And we know, so the Teton retreat is currently the one that we are focusing on and connecting with every day. And so it's just wonderful. You're going to, I hopefully enjoy it.
Report on Teton Conference. Addressed by beloved Saint Germain, July 1953. In commendation of a group of students who had gathered in their sanctuary immediately preceding the half-yearly council meeting held in the Rocky Mountain Retreat, this group offered their energies in full, conscious cooperation with the endeavor of the Great White Brotherhood to secure dispensations and spiritual grants from the Great Karmic Board to raise and bless the planet Earth and all life upon it. Do you know, beloved ones, 70,000 years does not seem such a long time. The reference to 70,000 years civilization, see Unveiled Mysteries. It is wiped out by the successful accomplishment of our united endeavors. Do you remember, my beloved friends, you, who were the priests and priestesses of that civilization, which was an era of such great mercy and peace, how we, together with our other heart friends, sat together many a time and pledged each other to endure. Now, through the power of light within your hearts, you have passed through the shadows and imperfections of the long centuries that lie between. It was this remembrance that gave me hope through the centuries as the Maya of human creation parted us temporarily, but yet was not dense enough to extinguish the light in your hearts during the long journey and through the changing events of your various lives. As I look into your hearts and see the tremendous accomplishment of your lives, I rejoice again that you are the guardians of the perfection that will presently come forth and endure for all eternity. Ah, the magnificent accomplishment of your service in decrees should bring a feeling of gratitude and joy to your hearts as it does to mine. For I have invested my faith, my hope, and my ultimate success in you, and you have not been found wanting. The attention of the students and the power of their decrees have made a great highway of light into the heart of the great Teton Mountain, where our half-yearly council is now in progress, accentuating the track made by the transmission of the flame and justifying our request for a definite focus of light to be established in the Western world for the benefit of the race, and it makes me happy to tell you that our request has been granted. The great lords of karma entered the vast audience chamber and took their wonted places prior to their scheduled time, so that they, too, might witness the fidelity and the light that lies within the hearts of unascended beings, and which proved to be a determining factor later in the granting of petitions presented for their consideration. How shall I describe to you the exquisite grace and beauty of the spokesman of the Karmic Board, Kuan Yin, as she walked majestically to her throne, her beautiful train of purple velvet, 9 feet in length, upheld by a group of the angels of mercy? How shall I describe the beauty and perfection of the great Lord Michael and the beloved Micah, or the dazzling appearance of the messenger from the great central sun who stood between them on the platform? I believe that you can feel the sense of beauty and magnificence of this mighty council, because you have often witnessed it in the hours while your physical body slept, the members of which gather to weigh the petitions made by the brothers and sisters of the various retreats, as well as those of the mankind of earth who are conscious of the activities of the great white brotherhood. One can sense the surprise and pleasure of these great beings, and who have gathered here on witnessing the unusual occurrence of an assembly of ascended beings and a group of consciously aware unascended beings working simultaneously for the good of the whole, all together rendering an unprecedented service to life. Oh, magnificent, magnificent indeed is such an accomplishment! How shall I describe to you the great multitudes gather in the vicinity of the mountain, or the beloved Serapis and Lord Maitreya, with the 200,000 blessed life streams rising tier after tier into the atmosphere above the retreat? All of the discarnates have gathered here again, even those in the lower astral realms. The elemental and nature kingdoms are represented by the great shining divas. The members of the angelic host stand in the atmosphere awaiting the word of their leaders to carry the radiation to the 4 corners of the earth. All work together in the name of mercy and love, and all wear on their robes either bands or ribbons of purple, significant of the violet flame of mercy and forgiveness. Magnificent is your accomplishment, and joyous is my heart for you, my beloved ones. You are my chelas, my children, my friends. Here before the great lords of life, it is made apparent that unascended beings love life enough to invest the energy of their life streams in calling for the redemption of their brothers. The great, impassive, and impersonal ones stood in acknowledgement of the sincerity of your lives as you offered your energy and petitions before the great karmic board. O my beloved hearts, I shall bring to you with great happiness the result of your endeavors, for we see at last great numbers of unascended beings willing to forget personal pressure and discomfort in order to join the energy of their lives to follow a vision and make it a fact. From my heart there shall go forth to those who are willing to become my associates enough of the great cosmic Christ mercy to bring this planet, which we all love, into balance, to remove from her body the shroud of misery, pain, and agony, and to let the song of freedom from the heart of all life join the music of the spheres. I thank you for the clarity of perception within your consciousnesses, which has enabled you to share a vision with me, one that I have held for more than 70,000 years. Since that day when we stood and raised the cup together and drank to the God of life that made us all, before we chose to walk each one on our separate paths following our individual stars, sometimes in sunshine, sometimes in shadow, but now to be united again in the service of brotherhood of ascended beings, of angels, of men, both incarnate and discarnate, of the members of the elemental kingdoms as well as the 4-footed creatures awaiting release into the full perfection of life. I am grateful for the manifestation you have made before life itself of man's love for God and his creation. I love you and I bless you. Saint Germain.
Oh, thank you. And just so beautifully read, beloved Terry. And so we know that 70,000 years ago was the time when Saint Germain was head of that high civilization in the Sahara, where the Sahara Desert is now, but it wasn't a desert then. It was a beautiful green land. And that was when, unfortunately, the people then turned away again from their I Am Presence and then became involved in the sense world. And there's a lovely account of that in Unveiled Mysteries. So it was amazing. But then, obviously, at this time that Saint Germain gave this, Kuan Yin was the spokesperson for the karmic board. But now we know it's beloved Lady Portia, beloved Saint Germain's divine complement. So now this is from the Ascended Master Gems, and it's from the beloved Maha Chohan, from Ascended Master Light, from the I Am Discourses. So it's volume 7. And he says, it does not make any difference what your mistakes have been up to this time. If you will turn from them, turn to the I Am Presence, call on the law of forgiveness, all of that can quickly be dissolved and forgotten. We condemn no one. You are your own condemnation into the limitations which you have drawn around yourself. Do you not see that nothing in the world but you, yourself, condemns you? This is why the messengers have prompted the students about this, because early in their experience, they found this was acting in many. When you have found that you are making mistakes, please do not condemn yourself. That would be still worse. But when you have seen your mistakes clearly, then rejoice, because you have found them and know the power by which to call forth the release from all of them. Such should be the greatest rejoicing. Just as the messengers have said to you, now the messengers, that would be Guy and Edna Ballard at the time for weeping is at birth instead of so-called death, because mankind is coming into the experienced life where the power of light and darkness act. There is no other place where the darkness acts except the earth and its atmosphere. The darkness here is discord and is what has caused the earth to be called the dark star. And that's why we know it is a huge experiment that's going on now, because it's never been done before. But the earth was saved from dissolution by the beloved great Sanat Kumara and really Saint Germain, bringing forth these marvelous teachings. And obviously beloved Elmira in the second dispensation. And now we have this opportunity to call for our brothers and sisters who have left their physical bodies and are caught in those psychic and astral realms. So we say together, beloved presence of God, I am in me, and beloved immortal threefold flame of eternal truth within my heart, and beloved Saint Germain. While my body sleeps this night, let all the constructive energy of my entire life stream, including that in my causal body, be used to render whatever service is needed in the violet flame temples established in the psychic and astral realms, to draw the full gathered cosmic momentum of the violet purifying flame of divine love and compassion through every discarnate life stream there. Let all the souls who dwell in those realms be taken immediately into those purifying temples of mercy and compassion, and there have the accumulated, destructively qualified energies of their life streams purified and transmuted, so they carry in their life streams no miscreations that would add to their own or the world's distress. We decree it, and so be it. Beloved, I am, and we accept this done here and now with full cosmic power, and we thank you. Thank you. Now, this is a lovely story of this cat who adopted these hedgehogs, but knew clearly that they needed her help. So it's a lovely story.
Was für ein süßes Bild. Eine Katzenmama füttert ihre Babys. Oh, Moment mal. Warum sehen diese Kätzchen komisch aus und haben Stacheln? Wie zur Hölle ist das passiert? Alles begann damit, dass Einheimische eine Igelfamilie in den Zoo brachten. Sie hatten sie im Gras gefunden, 8 winzige Babys und ihre Mutter. Leider war die Mutter bereits tot, was größtenteils an einem Schädeltrauma lag, das sie bei einem einsamen Schlag erlitten hatte. Die Babys lebten noch, aber ohne die Fürsorge ihrer Mutter hatten sie keine Überlebenschance. Sie waren immer noch blind und konnten nicht selbstständig fressen. Die Mitarbeiter des Zoos versuchten es zunächst mit Flaschenfütterung. Obwohl sie Erfahrung mit der Fütterung von neugeborenen Igeln hatten, waren alle ihre Fähigkeiten nutzlos. Nichts funktionierte. Die Kleinen waren stur und weigerten sich, aus Flaschen oder Pipetten zu fressen. Mit jedem Tag wurden die Igel schwächer und der Star befürchtete das Schlimmste. Eine Katze namens Musa lungerte seit dem ersten Tag am Igelkäfig herum. Zuerst schmissen die Mitarbeiter sie weg, merkten aber bald, dass ihr Interesse nicht gastronomisch war. Sie machte sich Sorgen um sie. Musi war eine streunende Katze, die trächtig in den Zoo gebracht worden war. Nach der Aufzucht ihrer Jungen wurde sie sterilisiert. Da es aber erst ein paar Tage her war, hatte sie noch Milch. Da kam der Zoodirektor auf eine verrückte Idee. Vielleicht könnte Musa die Igel füttern. Da sie nichts zu verlieren hatten, beschlossen sie, die Katze in die Nähe der Kleinen zu lassen. Sie behielt recht. Legte sich sofort neben die Igel. Die Babys wussten zunächst nicht, was sie tun sollten, doch als die Mitarbeiter sie näher an die Katze heranführten, geschah ein Wunder. Die Igel begannen endlich zu fressen. Musa war eine sehr gute Mutter. Mehrmals täglich ging sie zu den Babys, um sie zu füttern und mit ihrem Körper zu wärmen. Sie leckte sie sogar ab. Wie sehr taten ihr die Stacheln weh? Ja.
So sorry, everybody. We're just laughing here because I found the one in English and I thought I downloaded that one, but clearly, obviously, I think that's German. But anyway, oh my gosh. But anyway, that cat, bless her heart, she was the one. Their little hedgehogs wouldn't take the little bottles and things that the humans are trying to give them, but the cat came and saved the day. But anyway, so sorry about that. I can't believe it. All right. So now, anyway, we have this opportunity to make our decree for all the beloved animals, insects, and reptile kingdoms. So we say together, beloved I presence and that of all mankind, charge your mighty light of mercy and compassion to flow through us all and bring comfort and freedom to the animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms. May each human being remember and accept their responsibility as guardians and protectors of this planet's pure and innocent life, until all is set free and their divine plans fulfilled. We so decree it, and so be it. In God's most holy name, I am. We accept it done, and we thank you. We just thank you for this opportunity we have every time to make these calls. Okay, so this is from beloved Mighty Magus. We know she's a mighty cosmic being. So she manages the Earth's axis. She's at the south of the South Pole, working with God and Goddess Meru, where the divine feminine enters the Earth, which is just above Lake Titicaca in the Andes Mountains. And she's the divine complement of Mighty Polaris. And she's quite strict. So I thought this was, anyway, it's just always good to hear this. And she says, I wish you to pay strict attention to what I have to say. Listen carefully, for my words are well chosen. As you know, last evening, all attending this conference and all the Chilas of the Bridge to Freedom appeared before the Karmic Board in a special session here at Shambhala. You, each one, walked up the aisle alone into the presence of beloved Serapis Bey of Luxor and beloved Micah, Angel of Unity. As we know, that's beloved Jesus, as he was in that embodiment. As the mighty Serapis blazed his light upon your life streams within which is hidden in the secret places, at least you think they are secret, was externalized. Viewing your garments, the Karmic Board decided on the service you give as you continue on your pathway to life. Pathway of life. Now, please do not think I'm personalizing in making the following statement, for there are many avenues of service, but to serve in the Bridge to Freedom, you cannot mix vibrations. This is a special concentrated vibration which flows through the Bridge to Freedom. And if you wish to serve under that radiation, you must be one-pointed in your service. You must pledge your energies and enter into, with full heart, the feeling of carrying out the directives which we give you. Mind you, I say there are many, many constructive activities that are engaged in serving the light at this time, and we send our radiation through them. But the Chilas, under the legions of God's will, must decide today what they will do in the future. If you do not care for a rigorous discipline, you go your chosen way, receive the blessings of the spiritual hierarchy, for all dedicated life streams. All orthodox religions and esoteric activities are under the guidance of the spiritual hierarchy, and great will be their reward. But in the bridge to freedom, from this day forward, the Chela to receive and earn the name Chela must follow one path, and that is the vibration which flows through the bridge to freedom. There is a specific service to be given the planet and her evolutions through this avenue, and the choice is yours. So that was also interesting because it's so subtle, really, vibrations and energy and what have you. So I thought that was interesting. All right, so now as it is New Year, I thought we'd have this song. It's a beautiful song. It's a short one, a toast. So a toast to 2025, and may it just be a marvelous year for all of us and the whole world. And so be it. Earth and heaven meet. Marvelous. All right. Thank you, beloved John. You'll take over now. Thanks, John.
Thank you, beloved Anthea. Good evening, all. And we thank you for all those wonderful teachings and messages that you brought to us tonight, beloved Anthea. They're so needed at this time. Now we focus on our cause, our cause decrees. We give our love, our creative power, and our wisdom and authority to our beloved I Am Presence. We say together, Mighty I Am Presence, great host of ascended masters, archangels and Elohim, cosmic beings and great cosmic light, come forth now in all your cosmic power. Withdraw and withhold all power from destructive forces and individuals with destructive intent throughout the world, right now and forever, whether it is conscious or unconscious. Expose, seize, bind, and render helpless all these sinister forces and their activities until the light has removed them completely, and illumine the source so this may never act again, and raise up to positions of power the divinely chosen leaders, replace all with ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. Our tube of light protection. Beloved Mighty I Am Presence, beloved Archangel Michael, and beloved Commander Conrad, continually intensify your protective pillar of pure light substance and Archangel Michael's armor of light through and around me, charged with your invincible protection, all-powerful and impenetrable. I am invisible. I am invincible. I am invulnerable to anything but thy almighty perfection. I am grateful we are given whatever added protection is needed, and what we ask for ourselves. We ask for our loved ones, and that which is constructive in all mankind and the world. We thank you. Now we take a moment and we see and visualize that mighty pillar of light, that brilliant blue and crystal light surrounding each and every one of us. 9 feet in diameter, 3 feet each side of us, thick wall at the edge, stronger than any steel. And we see Archangel Michael's armor of light around us, forming that impenetrable pillar of protection around ourselves, this group, our families, friends, and around every constructed person across the face of the earth. All of those standing up for truth, justice, and freedom. God bless, direct, perfect, and protect each and every one. We thank you. Our violet fire decrees, mighty and presence, beloved Saint Germain, and those ministered to the violet flame, come forth now and blaze your cosmic violet fire, and cause a mighty victory for all the world to see. I am the law of forgiveness in cosmic action now. I am the victory of the sacred fire in all its cosmic power. Mighty angels descend with your purple ones of fire and strike them into the center of every place where there has been a history of sinister force activity. Transmute and consume it all, cause, core, record, effect, and memory, and set it all free from that which was never meant to be. Replace it all with ascended master consciousness, the divine plan fulfilled, and light from the secret love star. We thank you. decree for the elementals. I am the light of God that never fails, purifying, loving, thanking, and blessing the great directors of the elemental kingdom and every beloved earth, water, air, and fire elemental for your ceaseless service to me and to all mankind. I am the mighty cosmic light awakening all mankind to the great intelligence of this kingdom, and remove from elemental life today the necessity for longer obeying the destructive impulses of mankind. And so be it. Beloved I am, we thank you. In the name of my mighty I am presence, great cosmic beings and great cosmic light, I decree, I am the presence charging the minds and feelings of everybody in America and the world with Saint Germain's ascended master consciousness and perfection, right now and forever. I am the presence, blessing, illumining, perfecting, and setting all free in service to the light. Our decree for the purification of our beloved earth. In the name of my mighty I am presence, and by the power of the great host of ascended beings, we demand a cosmic living sword of blazing flame continually strike into all human miscreations back to the very beginning, causing all negative energies and entities in the psychic and astral realms and in the consciousness of all mankind to cease to exist forever. Cause, co-effect, record, and memory, freeing all human and elemental life from that which was never meant to be, and ensuring the psychic and astral realm is no more. Replace it all with the immaculate concept for all life, ascended master consciousness, and light substance from the secret love star. That thy will be done, and so be it, and so it is. Beloved I am, we thank you. Our decree for divine justice. I am the most intensified cosmic action of the flame of divine justice, blazing throughout the world, right now and forever. I am the law. I am the justice. I am the jury. I am the judge. I am the jury. Knowing that I am all-powerful, that I know that only divine justice can be done everywhere, here and now. Beloved Lady Portia, ensure divine justice prevails throughout the world, right now and forever. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. Before we say our final decree, by the last power and authority of our beloved mighty I am presence, we call to you, beloved mighty victory, to fill us with your full feelings of victorious accomplishment, that cosmic feeling of ascended master victory. We say together, I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the cosmic flame of victory, which reigns supreme everywhere, right now and forever. We accept these calls answered as they are made, according to thy will, with full cosmic power, maintained and doubled each instant of each hour, until fully manifest. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. Now we send our love, our gratitude, our appreciation, and our thanks to beloved Sanat Kumara for the gift of that beautiful love star that he placed in the aura of every unascended being, radiating his love and pouring its flaming substances into our world, guiding us and helping to maintain peace and serenity in our worlds. We just place our attention now on that beloved secret love star, that mighty focus of cosmic divine love from our great central sun, that supreme light that can never be requalified by human thoughts or feelings. O beloved secret love star, make each of us a living sun of pure divine love, radiating centers so we may bless all of those we interact with, every place we may visit, and whomever we pass by. And we send our deepest love and gratitude to the mighty beings from the great central sun, who maintain and sustain this great focus of love. We are most grateful, and we give our deepest thanks for this and the opportunity of adding our love and our light to these calls. Thank you, beloved I am. Thank you, everybody, and blessings to all.
Marvelous. Thank you so much, beloved John. Bless you. And now we've got the closing invocation. I was just thinking, who would like to read it? Fatima, beloved, have you got a screen? Would you like to read it? Thank you. I can't hear you. Oh, maybe it's not working. All right. So, David Barry, do you have have you got a screen? Can you read it for us?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfectly.
No problem. Beloved I am presence and beloved Master Kuthumi, nourish the seeds planted in my consciousness so that the ideas entrusted to me become manifest flowers of perfect expression in my world and the world of all my fellow men. Beloved presence of God I am, pour the light of thy great glory upon my consciousness and nourish the seeds planted by the Masters. We thank you.
Thanks, David. Thank you so much. And thank you, everybody, for coming. And let's just take a moment just to open our hearts and just thank our beloved I Am Presence and the great Ascended Masters for these marvelous teachings. Thank you. And our opportunity to serve the light. And I left this one on from last week, the day, one day we look back and realize that we worry too much about things that don't really matter. So I just thought it was good to remind ourselves about that. Dust off our knees and start again. And anyway, thanks everybody. I'm going to stop the recording.